Welcome back to the ICEcast, lords and ladies. Thank you for joining me on this kind of late upload, but things have been kind of crazy past couple weeks, and just happy I was able to get one out for you guys. It's a small episode, not much time, a lot of work going on. Just trying to get things taken care of, trying to find a place to move, and so I sat down with my dad for a little bit. We got Father's Day coming up in a couple of days, and just sit down and talk with him for a little bit and enjoy my time with him, and hopefully everybody else gets a chance this Sunday to enjoy their time with their fathers. So that's about it. So hoping to get some good episodes pumped out here in the next couple of weeks. There's going to be some changes coming to the podcast. Just so I know that I'm enjoying it more. So for those of you who've been following and enjoying, I thank you. I love you. And if it turns into a kind of podcast you're not interested in anymore, I'm okay with that. Trust me. I understand. But I'm going to let this go. So I hope you guys enjoy. Just a quick little 45-minute conversation with my dad. Thanks, guys. Starting on the audio. Now everything should be gone.
Okay.
Goodness gracious. If it ain't one thing, it's
Great
another.
balls of fire.
All right. What's up, old man?
How much?
So I asked you to be on this episode with me because this Sunday is Father's Day.
Right.
Thought it'd be pretty cool to sit down with you again. You haven't been here since the first episode.
Right.
And now we have video so people can see how you look, for those who don't know you. And not as much, like, I don't have as much set up. Just figured we'd talk and bullshit and try not to get into what's going on in the world today because there's enough of other people talking about that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be
just depressing.
Unfortunately. So you're at the VA this morning.
Yep.
Your back's been hurting quite a bit. I think Tank's
Yep.
just made another appearance on the podcast. Jesus. All right. Your back's been hurting for a while.
Yeah.
And we've been getting the runaround about what actually is
Right.
going on. Now we finally have an answer.
I went to the ER because of it, and they did a CAT scan. But, I was thinking maybe spinal stenosis, which is arthritis.
Right.
So that's really all they let me know about. They didn't let me know everything else that's wrong with my back. I have degenerative disc disease. Plus, I have what they call
You already forgot.
a dish.
Okay.
Okay, it's short for what's actually wrong. I have bridging on my spine. I have spores that are trying to fuse my spine together.
Right. Incorrectly.
Incorrectly, right. There's the doctor is setting up for me to have a consult with pain management who specializes in the spine and everything like that.
Right. Okay.
It's possible I'll be eligible for acupuncture, at least to help get rid of the pain. As far as correcting the problem, I don't know if they can or not. I'll find that out when I get to the other
Hopefully
doctors.
we don't have to go through surgery, but
Yeah.
I mean, if we have to, we have to. Just do it.
Oh, I know. I'm not gonna let it bedridden me.
No. And it's gotten close. I mean,
I know. It's hurting now.
yeah. That's why I gave you the big chair.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's to the point I put my back brace on. It's good if I'm standing up. Maybe walking a little bit. But then within like 5-10 minutes at the most, my legs start hurting.
Right. Is that like nerve pain? Or?
It's just a burning pain, like, I don't know, fatigue or whatever.
Right.
And when I go to sit down, it feels like somebody's sticking a hot poker in my back. So it's like double-edged sword. It hurts. It feels good for a little bit when I stand up. My legs hurt, I sit down, and it hurts like the dickens.
Right. When you're standing, you're probably not putting the pressure on it, but then the gravity starts setting in. And so you probably feel your best in bed.
Yeah. But, I'm a left side sleeper. My left shoulder's giving me a lot of trouble.
Right.
So I got to go get in touch with the orthopedic and let them look at my shoulder again.
I'm a side sleeper in general, but
yeah,
I think it all depends on where I'm sleeping. Like here, if I'm on my left side, I can face the door. If I'm at my girlfriend's, I sleep on my right side so I can face the door. And the funny, mentioning that, a funny thing I've noticed just throughout being in relationships, whenever I shared a bed with somebody, it didn't matter which side of the bed I was on, but I couldn't fall asleep until I was facing away from them. Well, for me, I think I know what that problem is. Mom put me in the damn closet in the pre-K. When I was in pre-K, I talked too much during nap time, and she put me in the closet, or told my teacher, her friend at the time, Teresa, just put him in the closet and tell him to face the wall, and then I would go to sleep. So I don't know if maybe there's some psychiatric
it's
thing.
Possible, but with me and Mom, we in the 37.
I'll be 37
You'll be
this year.
Almost 39 years of marriage.
Right.
We don't cuddle in bed.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
We go and then face the opposite way. We always have.
Right.
We don't know why, but we just have.
It's bedtime. Get off me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand that 100%.
So I don't know if that's brought through the genes between us.
I don't know. I don't know. So you're hurting right now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not real bad. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably about a 6 right now.
What do you sit at like day to day? What do you think you sit at?
6, 7.
Okay.
If I try to do anything, 10 plus.
Right.
And I've had people say 10 being the worst thing you've ever had, like somebody's hitting you in the head with a hammer.
Well, you got hit in the head with a brick.
Yeah, I got hit in the head with a brick.
Right.
I said, I know what pain is. I mean, I've had my knee replaced, and it was very painful before it happened. And it feels like somebody is actually sticking me with a hot poker.
Right. Like a fire poker.
Yeah, fresh out of the fireplace and jabbing it in my back. And when I had my trouble with my right shoulder, I had one moment there, I kept trying to touch it and massage it, and I yelled at her, The pain I felt, and the best way to describe it to me was take a full tube of Bengay, put it on your shoulder, put a heating pad on high on your shoulder, and then put it all together with a C-clamp. So that's about
heat
what
and tightness.
Yeah, it just hurt like hell.
Right. Screw that.
And so I know what pain is. I know what a number 10 level pain is.
Right.
I'm probably higher pain level than even like you are. Because you really haven't been through as much. I mean, yeah, you messed up your ankle playing baseball.
My knee, yeah. My knee's what hurts more than my ankle.
Yeah. Well, the ankle, once the swelling went down, it seemed to be fine. You didn't really damage it.
No.
You just.
I missed a week of ball though.
Yeah, you were just walking around with an extra ball.
Yeah. It was the size of a baseball.
Yep.
That was gross. That hurt really bad. That was Easter tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that wasn't even during the season. That was an Easter tournament.
Yeah.
Fouled it off. Got in there, took another pitch.
Tried to take another pitch.
I took the pitch. It was a ball. I remember
because I fouled it off, and I remember the next pitch was ball low and outside. And then I stepped out, looked down, I called time. I was like, I think I need to go see a doctor.
Yeah.
So, but I tried.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I
You
miss
don't
playing
give up
baseball.
on a whole lot.
No, I really, not in baseball at least. So with it being Father's Day coming up, I'm going to share a couple like things between the two of us. You know, talk about that a lot. Things we have in common. Being that we started the baseball talk, one of the things that I at least remember the most throughout Little League was you tried to be there as much as you could.
Right.
But you've always been a worker. Always always worked, always had a job, always had a good job, and you always worked. But during my senior year, one of my last years, my senior year, maybe the last or the year before that, I was like 15 or 16. You were at a lot of those games.
Right.
And I remember that because I've always been excited. Mom would come to the game, and I would always tell her I loved her by getting in the box and rubbing my eye. Grandma would come to a lot of games. But you were there for the hitting streak, and you were keeping count on my average, and that just always meant so much to me. And I always thought it was really cool because not a lot of people have their dads to be able to be there to do that. And so I always thought that was really cool.
Excuse me.
When it came to baseball, though, like, was there anything that ever stood out during that time when I was playing for you, even if it had just to do with the team?
Well,
like a moment where you're like, "That's my boy." Like
the very first time you were in the seniors, and very first time you laid down a bunt, just caught everybody off guard, and I mean, you were safe at first by a long margin, and I mean, that was great,
right?
And then the other thing is, you kept saying that they're always trying to pitch you outside,
right?
I said, well, they pitch you outside, take it that way. Which you did, and you were very successful at doing it.
That's my bread and butter. It became my bread and butter, even all the way through when I started playing softball and everything. I just always hit opposite field.
They want to go opposite way, you go opposite way. Just time it right and hit it down the line or whatever.
Right.
I mean, I wish I could have still played.
Oh, I bet.
But even bowling, I wish I could still bowl. But I'd probably fall on my face.
Right. You get your balance back one day. When we get this back fixed so that you can finally start like doing some yoga stuff,
more,
that yoga is going to change your life. It's going to really help with the balance. All the stories, and just when I tried it for that little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be, I think you'll drive again. I think you'll bowl again. At least, that little. But
I mean, that would be my two goals, really.
To drive again.
Drive and then maybe bowl.
Bowl a game with Kenzie and I. Yeah. That'd be cool.
I mean, I missed that the most. I mean, I really enjoyed bowling.
You were good. You're real good. Yeah. How long did you bowl? I was in the bowling alley like my first week alive.
Yeah. You spent a lot of time in the bowling alley, even before you were born.
I know.
So, I mean, the noise in the bowling alley didn't keep you awake.
Nope.
Because you had been listening to it for months. And Mom bowled at that time. And actually bowled her best when she was pregnant.
Right.
And
it wasn't just you. Like Aunt Lynn and Uncle Frank were good bowlers.
Oh, yeah.
Kathy was a good bowler. She was a real good bowler. So most of your side of the family has been pretty good at that aspect. One of the things I kind of want to bring up a lot too, and we're going to get off topic with bowling though, is Pop, which is your dad.
Right.
He passed so early. I was 5 or 6 probably.
Something like that, yeah.
So there's very little I remember. Like I could still tell you the layout of the house.
Right.
I can remember anytime I went over there was Pringles.
Mm-hmm.
and he made my own door handle.
Yep, you
in the
remember that door
garage,
handle
yeah.
on the door. On
It was
the
it
door.
was a spool of yarn, or an old
It was an old
yarn
thread.
thread, yeah. And he screwed it on the screen door so that I could open it. But other than that, I don't remember enough about him, unfortunately. He was a security guard.
Yes.
Right. What did he ever do sports when he was younger, or
No.
what was, because you're from Jersey,
Yes.
so I'm assuming Pop-Up was from Jersey,
Yes.
born and raised?
As far as I know, yes.
Right. What did he do that you remember, that you know of?
Well, he was military, which, World
Right.
War II.
Yeah, I have his dog tag and your dog tag in my
Right.
wallet. I carry it with me.
And basically he was a truck driver in the Army.
Oh,
He
okay.
drove pilots from the base to the airport. So when he got out of the service, he stayed at truck driving.
Okay.
And that's all he ever did. Well, I can't remember when he did it, but him and Mom both worked in a factory. They worked for a factory, it was Standard Keel.
What's that?
They made hinges.
Oh, okay.
And,
Door hinges and stuff?
well, they made a lot of the hinges that went on the space shuttles.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I mean, all kinds of hinges. But I don't even know if the company's still around or not.
Right.
But, yeah, they both worked in the factory. I don't know what they did, but, his biggest thing, he loved driving a truck.
Right.
And every time I hear, I don't know if you know me, a country singer, Red Solvine.
Yeah.
Okay. Giddy Up Go Daddy and stuff.
Yep.
I always, whenever I hear something like that, I always think of Pop-Up.
Right.
And my brother, David, he became a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
I drove a truck once, and that's about it.
Right.
A big old 18-wheeler, but I wasn't really impressed.
Right.
I had, I'm not going to say more brains, but I had more ambition. So I studied architecture, which unfortunately didn't get me anywhere.
Right.
I mean, I've had some buildings built in my designs, but they were all done in school, so I didn't have any office experience. So they couldn't give me a job.
Right.
So, well, how can I get office experience if nobody will give me a job?
That still happens today with places too.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, at one point when we had a computer, Mom had that program for me to design houses.
Right.
So, and I did a lot. I did a lot of houses on there.
I know. It's a shame that didn't work out. Like, everything works out for a reason. That works out, and we're not living in Gulfport.
Right.
Maybe we're not. Kenzie's not born. So many things change.
Well, even the military. I was offered if I re-enlisted, I could have went to London, England, working for an admiral for 6 years.
Wow.
So I wouldn't have met Mom, and so I'm happy with the way everything. Almost happy with everything that's turned out.
Yeah.
I mean, medically, not so much.
Yeah. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, you're still battling the dark clouds that came with what happened. For
Right.
you to finally see the good, which unfortunately is just going to take time, and
Yeah.
you'll get through it. But
I know I'm battling depression. The biggest problem I'm seeing is I'll kind of correct one thing going wrong, and then something else happens and
Right.
just knocks me right back down again.
right.
Like I have the ambition to go out back and work on some wood, but then my back is killing me, so I can't do that.
Right. I know. We've got so much wood out there. We have projects in our head we both want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and just we'll get time. We'll make time for it.
Oh yeah.
We got to get that back fixed. If finally somebody at the VA's able to say, "Oh no, this
Yeah.
is what's actually going on."
Yeah.
So
And
Bliss will understand all about the VA with that comment. He deals with that stuff more than anybody,
yeah,
unfortunately.
and my other problem, my gas problem,
Mm-hmm.
we probably found a
Right,
reason
which
for
was
that.
originally told like you were lactose intolerant.
Right. And it might not be.
Right, exactly. Because unfortunately, nothing changed when we
No.
took the milk away.
No. Other than I'm not happy.
Right.
I like milk in my coffee.
Exactly.
I like the cereal.
I swear you know when this camera's on. Tank, come here. Come here. Hi, buddy. What's up? You're on camera again. Yeah? I know. Okay. You never come out here. That's why I know you know camera's on.
Well,
You're going to say hi to Grandpa, too. Okay.
Oh, buddy. No, you can't have my coffee.
It's funny that when I originally got Tank, Kenzie was 2.
All right.
She was 2.
Yeah.
I got him from my old boss. And we went to, Kenzie's mom and I went to look at all the puppies. And we look at this gathering of puppies eating around a bowl. Which one do you want? I'm looking, and there's one puppy by himself, and he just sprints headfirst into the wall. I said, I want that one. I should have known then, but he's the dumbest smart dog I've ever had.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but at least Mom just did not want to like him.
Right.
Didn't want to like him at all.
But he won't leave her alone.
Not only that, but when everything happened that happened, I ended up living with my buddy who had a dog, and I couldn't take him with me.
Right.
You guys let him stay here, and I don't have a dog anymore. He is my mom's dog more than anybody else's.
Right. Except when, she just took a trip and
Right.
he spent
Every night
up there in bed
upstairs.
with you.
Yep. Until they had to go to the bathroom, and he comes downstairs
Yeah,
to wake you up.
wake me up at
which is
5:30
funny.
in the morning. His association is me taking
Going
him out to
outside.
the bathroom. Yeah.
Every morning when you wake up, he knows that you're going to take him.
Uh huh.
So, we talked about your ambition for more and stuff, and you weren't able to get through with the architecture. We talked a lot about your jobs on episode 1,
Right.
but Tommy pointed out, and I can't believe you and I both forgot this, one of your jobs that I would love to talk more about because it'll never happen again, and that was smoking stuff.
Oh yeah.
And for those who might not know, this store, your location at least, was located inside Tyrone Mall.
Right.
It was a tobacco store, tobacco, cigar, accessories, and it was the only place in the mall you could smoke.
Right.
You could go inside and smoke in there.
Right.
Growing up around smokers, it was just a thing. I never became a smoker, which is
No.
weird. I chew tobacco,
Right.
which is another just weird little notch of why I somehow take after Grandpa,
Right.
Mom's dad. Every from the tattoos to the tobacco, just weird little things that he. But I do smoke cigars.
Right.
Smoker stuff probably didn't have the most premium selection like a lot of the cigar shops do, but
Well, we had
I'm sure
some
the
good ones.
right.
I mean, the biggest.
Do you remember any of the big sellers? I'm sure Arturo Fuente was probably still a big one
Yeah,
back then.
Toros were big sellers. Excaliburs.
Yep,
Um,
that was one of the first ones I had.
Right. And probably for special occasions, the most popular was the Don Lino.
Okay,
And at that time, they were $10 a piece. They came in an old little wooden box. Well, they're inside the case, which is, a cedar-lined box. And then each individual cigar had their own little box.
right.
And then a tube inside that.
Wow.
But they're a very good cigar. I had one gentleman that had just had a baby, and he came in and bought 10 boxes.
Oh wow.
There was 10 in each box. $1,000. And then he had the baby's name and date and birth weight and everything engraved in the side of the box.
I don't even know 1,000 people. Like, I would buy like 7.
No, I'm just well,
But yeah,
10 boxes. It's
right,
100 people he gave them out to.
right.
But it's $1,000.
$1,000. I thought you said 1,000 sticks for some reason.
No.
Even still, out of 100, I'd have a lot left over. But you've had a couple of the ones that I've purchased. I don't know which ones you've had, so I can't talk too much about those. Rocky Patel is easily my favorite brand, and I'm sure I've given you one of those.
Right.
I think
Quest Array
was
a big brand.
well, it's big down here in Tampa Bay area too.
Macanudos.
Mm-hmm.
Macanudos was a very smooth,
Yeah.
mild cigar. I mean, they had the little ones that I'm not going to mention names, but a DJ's wife used to come in and get his calibers, and she said she would light them every now and then for him. And she said, but I didn't really like that. She goes, what do men find attractive about the cigars? I said, well, actually, a lot of them, like when you can chew on them a little bit, they get the flavor.
Yeah.
But I said, she smoked cigarettes. I said, you smoke cigarettes, right? She goes, yeah. I said, I got one for you to try. So I gave her, I think they're called ascots.
Okay.
They're like a little cigarillo.
Yeah. Cigarillos.
Yeah. And I had a box open because I smoked them every now and then. And I gave her one, and she lit it. And I said, don't worry if you slip up and inhale, because they're that mild. And, she lit it up and puffed a couple times with a normal cigar, and then she slipped and inhaled it. She goes, oh. I really tasted it that time.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, it might sound gross, but bite down on it a little bit.
Yep.
So she bit down, and the saliva and everything, and she got the nuttiness and everything.
Cocoa or whatever it had in it.
I can't remember now. It's been so long ago.
Right.
But, and she started buying her own.
It's all it takes is for a try. There's a lot more women cigar smokers than I knew, just from going to different shops when I get the chance. And
another thing that we had pipe tobacco, of course.
Right. And that always smells so good.
Oh, yeah.
That shop always smelled good. Well, hey, wake up.
I got maybe 20 women that started using pipe tobacco as potpourri.
Oh, wow. That's different.
Because you put it in a potpourri burner, you're not really burning it. You're heating it up, and they put water in it with the potpourri and stuff, and you get the aroma, but you don't get the smell or the smoke.
That's
and
different.
I mean, they would come in once or twice a month
buy
to
a bag.
the biggest one was the cherry vanilla.
Right.
But there were some that had like a fruity smell to them and stuff.
Right.
So they just used it as potpourri.
I bought one pipe once. It was a black one. It was actually about that long.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long one. And I enjoyed smoking a pipe, but for me, it's cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking a pipe it's time consuming.
A little bit. It can be aggravating.
Yeah. Because, you pack and bowl, and if you pack it too tight, then nothing happens.
Exactly.
Pack it too loose, and you're sucking air.
Yep.
So it's an art to load it every time.
It is. And hopefully one day I'll get my dream of opening my own cigar lounge, but that's far away.
Yeah.
So, got some things here. I don't know if I want to get into these yet. Something that Mom wrote down for us, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, right. Kenzie's on the phone with one of her friends, but her question for you, and she'd be mad that I didn't call her out here. I just don't feel like yelling. But Kenzie's question would be, what was your favorite Father's Day?
My favorite.
Now, this could either be one that you spent with Pop-Up or something that I've done. You've had 36 with me, so who knows if there's a favorite or not.
Well, every Father's Day with you is good.
You never know what we're doing. Sometimes it just consists of us laying on the couch playing a game.
Right.
But,
you know, I'm happy doing that with
Yep.
you, you know. I mean, yeah, I'm an old man, but I still like playing games.
Yeah. You never really got to, though, before. That's what's funny is, like, I remember growing up over when we lived on the south side, and you'd get home from work, and I'd say, hey, I'd bring a controller. Do you want to play with me? And you just couldn't. You were tired, and you were falling asleep in the chair, and now you're able to because...
Yeah.
But at the same time, with everything that's gone on with your strokes, I think that it's a good thing for your brain to be able
it
to
keeps my hands and my brain, you know,
Right.
hand coordination, and some of the games it makes me think.
Right.
You know, not much in Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft, you just do it.
Yeah, Minecraft's the best one, I think, for your mobility and
Yeah, you know, and
repetition.
Like I said, it's the dumbest, most addictive game.
I've said that before. It's very
On the-
addictively boring.
Yeah,
And it's definitely a game that people could get lost in playing, and at the same time, just you either like it or you don't.
yeah. I mean, there was a couple times that I'd be playing and playing and playing, and Mom come out and yell at me, "It's 4:00 in the morning." Okay, time
Sorry.
for bed.
Yeah, it's fair.
You know, if you don't have a clock right in front of you, you're playing the game.
Right.
That game doesn't have a clock on it,
Exactly.
but it's
That's-
enjoyable.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think. There was one. I think you and Mackenzie took me out one time.
I'm sure we did.
We went to Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
So
She probably picked that then.
Yeah.
That was her idea.
Yeah. So that probably was
One of your favorite.
one of my favorite. You know, with you. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And well, just being around Pop-Up
Right.
was great.
How often was he around? Because being a truck driver, he probably. And he was it seemed like such a work, like probably the definition of blue collar man, you know, just always working.
Right.
So,
He was home most of my life that I can remember. You know, he was still driving a truck, but he was driving local stuff.
okay.
Like he was hauling clams, or driving a cement mixer, or working in a sewer company,
Right.
which happens to be part of a wrestler's family.
Yeah, I remember that.
He worked for Falkenberg.
Right. I remember you talking about that.
And, they go out and empty the sewer tanks. That's before all of the city sewerage and stuff like that. You have the big hole in the ground. And if it gets messed up, then you call somebody out to empty it. Or it seeps up through the ground and you got a very nasty smelling backyard.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But
So we got she could only come up with about 7 or 8 questions here. I thought it'd be kind of fun. It's basically a question, and you have to answer it for me, and vice versa.
all right.
So, like, number 1, all-time favorite song. You'd have
All-time favorite song?
Yeah, you have to guess what mine is, and I would guess yours. They're pretty easy. I don't know if I know this, but I think your all-time favorite song is "Ben"
Yeah.
by Michael Jackson. I would that or what was the other one? Wasn't it by Kiss? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Mm-hmm.
Beth. One of those two is what I would think.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, there's actually 3. I mean, I really like Tim McGraw's Indian Outlaw.
Okay.
You know, it's just the beat and everything
Right.
to it, and the other 2 are more of like romantic songs
Right.
in a way.
But I'm just saying, like, if the radio comes on and one of those songs is on,
I turn it up.
Yeah.
You, I don't know. There's so much different genres of music
It's true.
you like. I have no idea for you.
You do, and when I tell you, you're gonna be
Probably.
mad that you forgot. In the
Yeah.
Air Tonight.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, all-time favorite song.
Yeah.
In the Air Tonight.
Especially the drummer.
Yeah, at the very end. Yeah, it's just everything about the song. Phil Collins kills it.
Yeah. I love listening to a lot of his music.
Yeah, yeah. There's another one. I don't remember the name. Is I Don't Care Anymore. Like it's really good. All-time favorite movie. Yours, I don't think I know. I want to say Final Countdown, but I don't think it is. And I also want to say West Side Story, but I'm going to go with 10 Commandments.
Yes.
Nailed it. That's your all-time favorite.
easy. Hook.
Yeah. Yep. Mine was on a podcast with Paul. I forgot about that, but yeah. Yep. What was your favorite subject in school? Yours was math.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I'm 3 for 3.
Yours? I don't think you had a favorite.
But if I had to pick, I know which one I would pick. I didn't have a favorite. I didn't like school,
History?
but no, I absolutely hate history. No, it was English. English was my favorite.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yep. What would you choose as your last meal? I don't even know what I would choose. Let me think real quick. Yeah, I probably know what my last meal would be.
Mom's goulash.
Yep. That's what I was just thinking. But it would be made the night before. So I'd have to have the next day's.
Next day's
yeah,
goulash.
it's so good. For you, anything Mom made? Campfire stew?
Close.
Maybe.
She hasn't made it in a long, long time, but it was manicotti. Stuffed manicotti.
Oh, okay. I don't even know if I've had that from her.
I don't know if you have or not. She's been quite a while.
Right.
But basically anything she cooks.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I would not eat of hers.
Coffee cake?
No. I couldn't eat. I didn't get a chance to eat that. The spoon was stuck in it. Same with the damn Rice Krispie treats.
Yep.
Calls me at work and tells me she has them or she made them. I got home, there's none left.
Yep. She didn't make them for you. She just wanted you to know she made them.
Yeah. What was I just thinking?
Something that you couldn't eat of hers?
Oh. Her and Aunt Dawn made quiche.
Oh.
Yeah. I've tried quiche.
Right.
It's nothing but watery scrambled eggs.
She really likes the quiche down at the cafe.
Yeah.
I don't like.
It's a spinach quiche.
Yeah, I've had quiche and meh.
I don't like scrambled eggs to start with.
But you like omelets though.
Oh yeah.
So that's different. That's funny.
But a lot of omelets aren't they're not necessarily scrambled eggs.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, the way I make mine is I just break the yolk and fry them and then flip them over.
Right. That's almost how I make my scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
And usually add some cheese in there.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite color? Yours is blue.
Blue. Yours?
Mine's funny because you rarely see me in it.
Red.
Yep. Red's my all-time favorite color. Still is. But I don't have any like red hats or
red
outfits.
clothes,
Nothing.
hats or nothing.
But now it says favorite band.
Favorite band?
So that's what I'm going to go with. Not artist, because I have favorite solo artists, but I do have an all-time favorite band. Yours all-time favorite band, I would think it's one or two. It's either Styx or ELO. Right?
ELO. I've seen them in concert.
Okay. Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, that's in the more or less the pop rock genre.
Right.
Country would be Alabama.
Yep.
With you,
All-time favorite band. You might not know this one. The only person I think that might know this is Paul.
I don't know.
Aerosmith. Yep.
Surprising, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my majority of music I listen to is country,
yeah,
but I do listen to absolutely everything.
I mean,
but-
you listen to hip hop and everything.
Rock and
Rock.
blues and
I mean, I'm not
crooner, but
I'm not into heavy metal at all.
no.
I mean, I'll listen to Aerosmith and Queen.
Right.
You know, they're all rock.
That's
They're
definitely
not
rock.
hard rock. And it's just like Van Halen. You know, I like some of their songs,
Right.
but those two would be my all favorite.
Okay. And let's go with favorite game of all time you've played.
Favorite game I've
Right.
played?
Well, for each other. For me, I would guess your favorite game, and that's just based on how many times you played it, is Red Dead Redemption 2. Probably that.
One of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. A game we used to play a lot, but I don't know if it's your favorite. It was Rocket League.
I fucking hate that game.
But you're always playing it.
Well, Josh and I would just get on it, and it just became habit more than anything. It's like
Right.
we were on to talk and catch up for the day, and we were just happy to go into Rocket League. And oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the amount of things came out of my mouth. The most aggravating game.
Yeah. Wasn't English. That's for sure. Modern Warfare. Probably the one that you played a lot online.
I did
with a
play a
bunch of
lot
people.
for a while. Yeah.
You know, it's just like the one you're playing now.
Siege, yeah, that's one.
Siege.
That new season just started today for that, so we're looking forward to getting into that tonight with at least one or two of the guys.
Yeah.
My favorite game franchise is easily Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I own all of them, so
But, you know, I loved the Medal of Honor, which,
you've played every one of those.
yeah.
Yep,
which I wish
those were on
they
the
came out
360.
with on
Right.
Xbox or whatever.
Yeah, they were on the 360.
And Call of Duty, of course.
Yep.
But, you know, my fallback is always Minecraft, you know. I relax with
It's
it.
relaxing,
It
yeah.
helps me get sleepy at night when I want to go to bed.
Right.
Sometimes I fall asleep in the middle playing it.
Yep. I've noticed
Like
that a
when
couple
I'm
times.
Trying to shovel out midair.
Right. Oh, so I was talking to Kenzie earlier about this Sunday
Mhm.
because this Sunday is Father's Day.
Right.
Hopefully this will be up tomorrow because we're recording this the Tuesday before, and I try to get these out every Wednesday. So
Right.
I'm hoping to have it up in time. But either way, it's up before this coming Father's Day, and I was talking with her about what we're going to do Sunday night because normally her and I go out also.
Right.
Can't really go out anywhere right now.
No. Everything's takeout.
Right. I would like to. I'm in a very rare position for guys. I obviously, her mom and I have split up for a very long time,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm in a rare position where her mom's boyfriend is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I would love if Mackenzie and I and he could all go do something Sunday night, like the three of us,
Right.
because he met Charity, Mackenzie's mom, and you know, well,
Church.
but I mean, yeah, through church, but they met. He didn't meet her to have a kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mackenzie came along with that package. He didn't have to be this awesome person to Mackenzie.
Right.
And so I'm very blessed and lucky to have somebody that when
Yeah, well,
it's
you know.
not when I don't have her for a week and she's at her mother's, I have zero worry about
Right.
anything. And there's nothing I'd trade in for that.
Right.
So
I mean, it's a joke with me and Mom. If they ever split up, we're keeping Ray.
exactly. Yeah. If they were split up, Ray and I are gonna share.
You'll be best buds.
But yeah, I'd like to do something with him Sunday if we could. But if not, we'll figure it another time.
Yeah.
So
It's hard being a step.
I would assume so. I mean, he's going through it, and
Right.
Erica's gonna have to go through it, but she seems to take it real well.
Right. Well, she gets along real well with Mackenzie.
Yep.
And Mackenzie's at an age she understands, but doesn't really hold any grudges for either one of you.
Yeah, no, not at all. And she never
And-
will. She's not like that.
No, and she's accepted Erica.
Yeah, very, very well.
It's just like she accepted Ray real well.
Yep.
And both Ray and Erica would do anything for her.
Right.
I mean, Erica comes, picks her up, and takes her for the day or a couple hours, or they sit at the house and they make cookies and stuff.
Yeah, they had a whole day together, the two of them.
Yeah.
While I was at work. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. I just couldn't be happier in general. Kenzie's everything to me, and
Yeah.
it's so. I knew from a very early age that I wanted to be a dad,
Right.
and I knew that I would love to be the dad of a little girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just been. Oh, she's my best friend. She's the funniest person I know.
Yeah.
So funny.
So
And
witty.
such a little smart ass. Such a little smart ass. And it's so much fun. And
She'll
so,
call you out.
yeah. Oh, yeah. She's not afraid to call you out at all. But she's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we're all blessed with that little
yeah.
girl.
She's amazing. But, we're about 45 minutes. This isn't going to be a very long one.
That's fun.
It's late. I just got done cooking dinner and trying to fix the AC, and we're not going to be too long. I think I'm going to take this chance though to say a bunch of stuff. First off, thank you, just for everything.
Right.
I know you do what you have to do because you're dad, but you and I have also always been best friends also.
Right.
So I know that when it comes to either depression or whatever it is, if mom brings it up, there's a chance you're going to not listen to her.
Right.
But as soon as you and I go on a car trip, you're able to talk about it. Right. So I'm glad that I'm there for you, and I love you. And always be there for you.
Same here. As long as I can, and whatever I can do.
You're gonna be here a lot longer. Don't start talking like Grandpa.
I already told you twice. I got 2 graduations I have to go to.
Yep.
One high school and one college.
There you go. I'm gonna try and take this opportunity also, because I don't know if they listen or not, but for the ones that do, I'm gonna say Happy Father's Day to Paul, to my cousin Brian, my best friend Brian over in Lakeland, to my brother Tommy, to Tim, Bobby, Robert. I know I'm forgetting somebody out there, and they're going to be mad at me. Rocky, Scotty, all you guys. At some point in time, whether you've intentionally known that you have or you haven't, you've either inspired me as a dad or you've given me advice. One of the BJ, yep.
BJ.
One of the best pieces of advice I ever got. Bless you. Goodness gracious, somebody's allergic. Corona. One of the best pieces of advice I ever remember getting. It was right before Kenzie was born, and it was actually from Scotty, and it was, the days will last forever, but the years fly by. And there's some days where come 6 p.m., I'm like, how are you still moving?
Yeah.
I'm like, Kenzie, please. And then
The energy bunny there.
yeah, and then I blink and she just turned 8, and it's
Right.
man. So I just want to say happy Father's Day, all you guys. Love you, each and every one of you, and I might call it on that because I got to go fix that AC.
See what we can do.
So all right, thanks
All right.
again for being on.
No problem.
Love you.
Love you.